Hello everyone, I'm the Soloist and welcome back to Danganronpa. I really had to stare at that. I was like, which one is the right data? Yeah, right in my room. Right into it. Sorry. It's been a hot second. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's been taken out of its sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? Well, we'll get to that, dude. Okay, fine. He wants to go find her. I assume she's in this room since she's not in the main space. I'd better check the back room. Let's take a look inside. Oh, damn. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then... everything went black. Did he just faint? Chapter 1. To survive deadly life. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before, and when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before.
Ah!
You're awake! Finally! Are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping! Get your ass up! You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here. It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened? God! Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream. What I saw. It was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body, and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka's... You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka's completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead! Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. Goddamn! Sorry, it's not funny that they keep cutting back to her dead, but it is funny at the same time. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now, either. Then, why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on! Don't talk like that! We all protested it! I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason. We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong!
I would never do that! If you can believe anything, you can believe that. Oh, he's Here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school
Listen
life
up.
here. I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
but
And who did it? Who killed
come
him?
on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid.
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
Nope. Sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone. It is amazing what some people are capable of. I feel so bad because deep in my soul, Celeste is probably gonna bite the bullet.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's guys. Naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Come on now.
You're super naive, devilishly naive, hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real
Now
thing?
then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold,
Then
remember?
perhaps.
You're referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. Anyone who kills... Oh, sorry, I was gonna just read the rule again. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to access... Oh, I know how to read. To assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. Oh. Thank you. It's like I haven't done one in a long time, but I'm glad you enjoyed those. Sorry, that really pulled me out for a second. Also, welcome in, Fluffy30. Welcome.
yahoo!
Sorry that you have to hear my terrible 15, now 14 voice. 16, now 15 voices for this game because they are not good. So, a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, that became Mickey Mouse, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end.
Oh, okay, so it's either one person dies or 13
As
people
far
die.
as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it. Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution! Execution! By execution, you mean...
execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Who is putting a paper plane in a hurricane? So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well, done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are! Oh, look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulation. Wait, hold on a second.
What are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to
What's
do
this?
with it.
Stop
not?
it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such
What are
blasphemy.
you talking about?
What? Punishment? I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison
Shut the
or
hell
something.
up!
Say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be part of this.
Don't believe it!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us. All of it was more of a waddle. But then,
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed! You violated a school regulation! I invoke the mighty summon spell! Help! To me, godly spear Gungnir!
what? Oh! 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 Oh my lord!
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved.
No way!
Oh my god! What the? This can't be real! No way! Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. What an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Straight murdered Junko. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. I have to assume it's a censorship thing that the blood in this game is pink, but it is a little funny to me. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who, until just a second ago, had been our friend, is dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality! Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill us. No, sorry, I read it wrong. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire
Say
time.
what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma! Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the plaque. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question.
It's
I like to
a
call it
Monokuma file!
Yeah, what he said. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down! Wait, so then, you know who killed someone? Of course I do! If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I? That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow...
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And he disappears with his stupid sound effect. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. Hey Makoto, you have fainted 3 times so far. Well, you were knocked out one of those times, but you fainted, were knocked out, and then you fainted again. Are you good? Somebody help this boy. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous results as having total faith in everyone else.
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. What the heck? Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to
That's
blame.
terrible!
What an awful thing to say, especially after
Just a
what's
second.
happened. Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentence. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff. She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Hold on! Just wait a second! She's dead? Then that means everything that's happened so far is real! It's not a joke or whatever, it's really real!
Let me out of here!
Hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? He's really only now coming to that realization. Okay, I don't want to talk to any of you. I'm gonna be so real about it. I forgot how to do anything in this game. Oops, wrong button. Can I go to my room? It kinda doesn't look like I can leave.
just a second.
Hold on. Huh? Before we begin the investigation, isn't there something else we need to discuss? Oh, yeah. What do we need to discuss, Kyoko?
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, we can't just leave him there.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck
So
you!
then,
Fine. Then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Cool.
Just
Is
a
that what you
second.
needed me to talk about? Kyoko! What else do we need to discuss? Who else? Do I just have to talk to the others? Wait, who else do I have to talk with? Is this really happening?
me.
Screw that piece of shit bear. Okay, cool. Good talk. Good talk.
what the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
Oh,
So you finally noticed? Huh? Notice what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's store. She's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
what the heck?
Do you expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, do you think I did
So
it?
then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation and construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so
do I really have to say
Should
anymore?
we?
I'd rather you didn't. No.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before
Yo.
we realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
Dead.
they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran
So,
off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder. How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. I hit my whole mic. I'm so sorry. I already know who could kill Sayaka. What are you
this
implying?
is very
It
suspicious.
was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help but investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. What about Junko? You were here for that! Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Oh, thank God. No more reading. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. What is the music for the investigate section? Because it makes me feel uncomfy. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. Estimate? Oh, I guess he would know the exact. Alright, sure, whatever. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. For Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Wrong one. Meant to hit square. Evidence and witness accounts. Oh my god, I have to talk to people? Like, legitimately, I have to get witness accounts? I forgot how to... Oh, am I not allowed to speedy travel? Or is that... Am I not allowed to do that from the map? Oh, no way. I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. His voice was a stoner voice. Like, dude, I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? I read the wrong one. Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? That was Makoto talking. But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Okay, cool. Thanks, Chihiro. Very helpful. Leave the gym. Oh, I guess I'm not allowed to fast travel while I'm investigating? First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime. My room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Oh, is he gonna just go straight there? So I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. I might reveal something new. Cool, am I allowed to look at all the other stuff that he wouldn't let me look at? There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the whole entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Oh. Maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something? This is very jazzy investigation music. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around. So she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That's a separate one from that one. Oh, this is the replica sword I brought back to the room for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. How'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Maybe the... I don't know, knife in her chest, Makoto? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you'd do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So, why are there scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath. Okay. Oh, if I investigate the sword again, like, is that a thing? Okay. Yep, same sense, just different, and plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Ooh. Anything with the table? Just my little link roller. I'm so sorry. There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Is the lint roller just still on the ground? Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Ooh, like someone used it to get the gold off. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? No, Makoto! Oh my god, you're an idiot! The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay, alright. What about our tools? The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this. Hey, yeah, seriously.
What?
Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, alright? So, you haven't used yours either.
What? What?
No, not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. Cause, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Howdy howdy, Kingsley, welcome. 2 people are dead. Sorry, phasing through Mondo got me. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Yes. Sayaka has been murdered. The one human being that knew Makoto from before they got to the school. And Junko was murdered by Monokuma because she violated a school policy by hurting the little bear. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it. I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. No, they're soundproof, aren't they? That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle. Alright, Makoto, can you do it without crying? Can you look at the body? Oh, not the little bear. Yeah, the little bear. I should look around here first. I can check other spots later. My man, we've looked at everything in here. Do you want to talk to people? Is that what it is? Sakura, do you think I'm
Hey.
guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean? There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely
you
possible.
son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my
You're
brother taught me.
fucking dead.
So if I ever find a son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. Oh, how was rehearsal? How did that go? But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. My man was not having it. He was like, Is that a new Armadillo Man voice, or am I just now noticing how goofy it is? No, you're just now noticing how goofy it is. Mondo's kind of always spoken like that. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But,
What are you doing?
oh, fuck, his real
Isn't it
voice, I
obvious?
hate it.
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every
Did
inch
you
of my
lose a
room.
contact or something?
Makoto, are you stupid? Rehearsal was good. Cats played through all the music for the first time. They played their own instruments. Oh, wow. Well, that's really cool. Damn. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood
Listen.
up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more
I
time.
see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair.
indeed.
Really? Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living with me. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it
I
to...
see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or
Well,
the killer? That's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Yeah, it's super cool. It's gonna be so good. I mean, that sounds like it. I think it's really cool when, like, in the show stuff like that happens. Hey, Makoto, are you good to go look in this bathroom now, or are you gonna have to fit? The bathroom. And on the other side of the door. No. I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Can I investigate now, man? Thanks. I was like, I've been looking at this for a while now. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her. And there I saw... What? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Hey, Makoto, I know you're stupid, but even I know that that says Leon. I think Leon did this. I'm sorry, are we supposed to believe that he really thinks that's 11037? There's even a line connecting those two ones. It's just not as detailed as the rest. Like, that says Leon. Did Sayaka do this? Oh my god, is he that stupid? I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery. Oh, wow. Leon S. Kennedy of Resident Evil fame. No. No. Also, Makoto. My god. There's something glittery? We've already looked at the sword. It's clearly from the sword. It's the gold paint from the sword. That definitely concerns me. Oh my god, he's stupid! Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. Yeah, because she used it to write on the wall. We already looked at that. Makoto, why are you so dumb? The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only on her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the transplant section. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. Do you think there's something glittery on her wrist? That wasn't clear to me. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Okay, I was like, I assume those are the only two things. Leave the bathroom. I'm so sorry. He's so dumb. It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That's most likely Sayaka's dying message. Oh, we're into this one. I've never seen something written in blood before. Broken wrist is probably a defensive wound? Oh, absolutely! It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself. You mean the blood on her finger? Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? Makoto, you're not even going to acknowledge that Kyoko absolutely just dragged you through the mud for a second? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. Oh my god, he is stupid. The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location, while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be?
Well...
The result? Think about it. You're not gonna tell me? Dude, if you're not looking at the wall and you're using your hand to write, it's gonna end up upside down and backwards. Like, that... Holy hell, Makoto is dumb. Oh my god, is this what the game is gonna be like with Makoto? As the player character? I'm going to lose my shit if that's the case. You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. No, Kyoko, tell him because he's stupid. He's stupid. I've figured it out. I've already figured it out. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to. Oh my god, everyone, look, it clearly says Leon. If you're not looking, and you're writing on the wall, but you write how your hand will follow it correctly, it ends up upside down and backwards. That's how it ends up. Try it right now. You don't have to be at a wall. Just place your hand in a position like there's a wall right behind you, and proceed to write. You end up upside down and backwards. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Shaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. I know you don't, you goddamn baboon of a man! Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer? No, leave that
Makoto.
child out of it. There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it
What?
gets stuck? Gets stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door
Correct.
frame. So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh?
That's right.
Doorknob? You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. It's so slanted! The doorknob... Please let me look at the doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. Oh, so somebody... Oh. So it's a boy... Well, they almost got me for a second. I was like, oh, that means it's a boy. No, I already know which idiot it is. The game gave me the biggest clue it could. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that? I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot
Just a
question.
second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night, when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all
see.
this. Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so
Goodbye.
lost. Well, see you later. Kyoko, tell him he's so stupid. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking to where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. Oh my god, he's stupid. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Oh. No. Oh, I can't. Okay, I was like, can I not do the thing? There he is. SpongeBob! He's looking at me! Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate says my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Dorm nameplates. Can I go in and get that tape? Okay, cool. I can only do one thing in the trash can. Yep. The DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. It's just so, like, really dumb. Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Hey, Leon! You want to talk to me for a second?
Seems like...
Murderer? Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? You wouldn't mind if I go in your room, would you? Oh, when did you get there, Byakuya?
very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Good. The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then... Okay. Prettiest footstep sounds. Very strange. Mr. Niegi, what was Miss Mizono doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Suspicious.
I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Is the trash room even open? I forgot how to walk fast. Hold on. There I go. He just shows up. That would be really funny. Can't even dispose of trash in here. It's like it's off limits to us anyways.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
No, you can't go any further!
Oh, no. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
No, you can't go any further!
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
No, you can't go any further!
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around.
No, you can't go any further!
Cleaning duty. Well, then who's on cleaning duty and why is it Leon? It's Leon. It's Leon. I know it is. Please. God, please. Makoto cannot be this dumb. Well, big dude, it was a knife, so I assume it came from here. Who's in here? Like that is the door out of here. I wonder if there's a time limit on the investigation. Well, it doesn't matter. Either way, I need to move as fast as I can. Tina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh, no. I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? You don't have the first clue. I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was still. Huh? I thought the dining hall becomes off limits at night. Oh! This is a whole separate room. I didn't know it existed. Hell yeah. Alright. Hell yeah, dude. I just got some banana bread. Sorry, not gonna go down that joke. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knives. Who would know? Who would know? Is it a pile of vegetables? You know, let me look at it. Hanging around when the murderer is around? Not a good idea. There's a bunch of vegetables all piled up. I don't see anything noteworthy about any of it. Yeah, cool. Monokuma point. Marbled meats, salted meats. Now's no time to be thinking about food. Why'd he say it like that? Marbled meats, salted meats, meats. There's a surveillance camera in the kitchen, too. Knowing Monokuma could be watching me, there's no way I could concentrate on cooking anything. Okay. See, I think the thing is that in this instance, like, you are kind of safe since you're already investigating a murder, because you have to get away with the murder in order to go free, so you wouldn't want to just murder everyone else. You know what I mean? So I guess in a sense, she's kind of safe. Meats. Arby's. We have the meats. Do not tell me I can click on every single dryer unit. Or washer unit. That's insane. It's a washing machine. Washing machine that has nothing to do with the case. I'm sure one of them does. Clicking on every single one. I'm being thorough. That one had a coin. I wasn't expecting it to, but like here we are. You don't know that, man. Oh, okay, another coin. I'm just saying, like, if you try to go murder someone else, all that's gonna really do is, like, increase the chance you get caught. At least that's how I see it. No, not the washing machine, the magazine. I just wanted to check. Okay, back to school, I guess. I feel like I found a good chunk, but now I just have to talk to people. There's someone in here. Someone who absolutely believes I am the murderer. Toko, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty?
What's your problem?
Like, I'd know anything about that. Taka's the one who cares about stupid organizational stuff like that. Oh, she's right. Thanks, Toko. Useless as usual. Oh, I really walked in here. Taka's not in here, and I knew that. Where Taka is its own... There he is. I was like, that is its own question. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning.
Listen to me!
He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong!
Actually, no. Okay, then who is? Hifumi was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. So he's on cleaning duty.
Count on it!
Indeed. But we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up before too long. And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you. Thanks. Oh, right, the DVD. I was like, why is it highlighting the AV room? I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but... An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friend she had that, well, she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float
Sayaka
out of the
Maizono,
speakers.
the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? I don't know. Came to it? What? Why am I able to move left and right like that? What? Where is it dragging me to? If I hold R1, it's moving me Oh, it's moving me to probably the next space I need to go to. That's insane. Okay, she's in the hall. So tall though. Okay. I guess I'll go talk to the guy in the main hall real quick. That's really funny. Why was it just pulling me in that direction? I said the guy, Celeste. Hey, Celeste, do you know anything about this cleaning duty stuff? The cleaning duty? No, what is that? Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe you should ask Taka. Or someone else, but anyone but me, really. Oh, well, I've already asked Taka, and he said it was what's-his-face, so I guess I just need to go talk to him real quick. You know, Murder McMurderface. Why is it green? Why is what green? Wait. I'm looking for whoever's on... Oh, wrong voice. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room. There was a hallway you were walking through that was all green. It seemed significant, I don't know. Oh no, just... The hallways all have very specific colors.
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be
Very
in charge.
strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does
So
seem
in
more
other
convenient.
words,
Naturally.
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring.
Hey,
Boring?
listen!
Anyway, more important
Hey, you
than that-
bastard!
Hey, Fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something. I knew no one else would want to do it. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why
Is
you
it
did it.
like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around.
No way to think about this in a common
What are you
sense kind of way.
talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC
break.
figures. How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy is cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to What? If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. Oh, so he really was gonna rifle through all of the girls' trash? Like, he genuinely, legitimately was just gonna do that? That hamster is a weirdo. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party. Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. I didn't like how close you definitely were to the mic a second ago. Don't you know? The mic is literally an inch from my face. Any slight lean forward and I'm suddenly pressed against it. Just like that. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
Got it.
No. Okay. So easy. So, Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Make me open the gate. What? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Wait, what the hell? Why do I know that? What? Well, what is he quoting? Whatever, please, just hurry up. What was he just quoting? What was he just quoting? Hold on. Phone, come here. My nose. Okay, it's from the Shawshank Redemption. He's quoting Shawshank. That's really funny. It's so dope. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi...
Without a doubt!
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along! No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world. Oh, whatever. Let's just hurry up and keep looking. Shawshank Redemption is the result I got. Yeah, it is Shawshank. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. It's clearly a shirt. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? What is he quoting, Elvis? Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth. And the shape... It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff. Which means... Hamster is calling you a fiend when he got a job in the trash room to go through girls' trash. Yeah. He's like, I might be a perv, but you are a murderer. This is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Yeah, is that? Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7 A dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. What? Why is he just referencing things? Is that... Was he doing that earlier? Or is he just doing that now? Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Well, where does he keep pulling these out of? Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball. What do you mean they should all still be in the gym? What are you on about? This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator? It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No. You said that last time you were here the incinerator was off. Ah, yes. About that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
What was that voice line? Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. He's really just pulling references out of his ass. Yeah, he is! I haven't been back to the trash room since then. Since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate,
Suspicious.
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yeah. So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Oh! So since I've already deduced from the moment I saw Sayaka's dead body that it was Leon, because of the writing on the wall, because again, Makoto's a goddamn idiot, I'm now deducing that that man, since he couldn't open the gate, threw his shirt into the open incinerator from the gate. It didn't get all the way in, and that wasn't something he could fix since he couldn't go through the gate. And then he took... What's her face's? The Lolita. He took Celeste's crystal ball, and because he's a baseball player, he threw the ball to turn on the incinerator. But because it's glass, it broke. I think I just put the whole thing together, and I can't wait for Makoto to figure it out, and I dear God hope that their other investigations don't run as smooth and simple-brained as this, because fuck. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. That's so elaborate. Look, Makoto is stupid and can't deduce that what he thinks are numbers is just Leon, backwards and upside down. And Leon is the baseball player, so all these parts are falling together.
Completely unforgivable.
What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon?
That's it. I'm sure of it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Sounds like he's gonna nut in his pants. That's what it sounds like to me. What the hell's over there? No, not him. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can burn? Well, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like... It doesn't look it's hot. Oh, yeah, we're all reading that typo together. Well, whatever it's for, it doesn't look it's hiding any clues. It doesn't look it's hiding any clues. Now I have to respond to a message. Cool. Glad to know I'm not having a stroke. Yeah, no, we were... they typed that one up real hard. Mistypoed that one real good. Okay, now that I'm no longer typing this one. Now look at the buttons. I assume that's the last thing. The green button turns it on, and the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems, anyway. Oh, was that in that corner? Alright, that's the room. Okay, so I presume now he wants me to go talk to Celeste. Not a lot of things. Oh, no, it's the Psychic's ball. I said... I said the wrong person. Is this how I get in the gym? I don't remember. I also definitely need water. I forgot he's a psychic since he's a grown-ass adult. He also wanted to talk to Chihiro, so I guess I'll talk to her as well. Hey, Chihiro. I was hoping I could ask you something. No? What is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. Oh my fuck, Makoto. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what those numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. World's best psychic. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No. No. I've gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero snapped out of it. Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, this is familiar. Oh! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed. What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So... What? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? Oh, he said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. You paid $1 million for a crystal ball? That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Oh my god, he's actually an idiot. like $1 million. So you paid $1 million for that? Oh. She's been hanging out in here, right? So if I go to her, I can ask about the knife. I forgot about that. Even though I already figured it out, I just have to get through what the game wants me to get through. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall? The game could have made solving this murder so much harder and therefore justify Makoto being a little dumb, but it made it easy as hell and made Makoto look so stupid. Yeah, he is so stupid. This is a man who's passed out 3 times. He's been unconscious 3 separate times already. You weren't here for that. He was unconscious earlier when I started. But like, 3 separate times he has gone unconscious. 3 times. He cannot discern that is just Leon spelled upside down for some reason, and he thinks it's numbers. Even though it doesn't even look like numbers. It literally doesn't look like numbers. The game just wants Makoto to be so dumb. And then it is not helped that, by God, his English voice actor is the worst voice to listen to in the whole game.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning. Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives are still there. He's gotta be concussed or something. Yeah, he has to be. He passed out 1 time, he could have hit his head. He was literally knocked out with a punch the 2nd time. Definitely hit his head, because he flew into, like, chairs and shit. He fell the 3rd time when he saw Sayaka's body for the 1st time. So, again, could have hit his head. Makoto's just brain damaged. That's the only justifiable way for his idiocy. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not, I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean... But he's concussed more than a pro football player. It's definitely because of the rapid succession to which he's been getting knocked out. You guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, 2 people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So, when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Is it nighttime? Oh, no.
So, I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the 1st floor of the school.
Oh, okay.
See you soon!
So I finally get to know what's behind that door. The red door on the 1st floor. That's where I should go. Makoto! What? Why is he so stupid? The red door on the 1st floor. That's where I should go. Yeah, dumbass. Because that's where the bear just told you to go. How are you this stupid? No, where I have to go. You don't get to say it with, like, conviction after you've already shown me that you're an idiot. God, I hate you. What the hell? You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I retract my statement. Oh no, what's the new statement about to be? He's concussed more than a professional team. Oh yeah, dude, that man's got the whole team's concussions piled into just his skull. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it. What? I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? It's Leon. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Yeah, and he's standing in the back right corner. Baseball bitch boy.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where
There's a
all
courtroom?
your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
I don't want to talk to any of you. Get on this elevator. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Yes,
begin.
indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No. Scared isn't quite
Makoto.
right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. It's Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. A trial sounds so silly. I mean, it is kind of funny. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when this time finally comes. Rather than that, it is not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Is it not more? Because I know how to read. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, Makoto's stupid. No, you finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit. Whoa, the box designed to move.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. There's no chairs. Why do you say sit down? There's no chairs. What are they talking about? The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It's not seats. Damn, Mondo's hair got even bigger in this image. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Wow, he does talk like a poet. Kyoko called him out. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh yeah, sure, I'll save the game. I'll save over this file. What the fuck is this? Open e-handbook. Oh, I don't need to review any of this. My memory is spectacular for the hour and 40 minutes we've been playing. What does it mean, set skills? Increases damage to the opponent when the statement is destroyed from the bullet time battle. I don't know what any of this means, but I guess I have a skill. Well, that's it. All right.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Makoto has a skill? Shocker.
What's going on with
Yeah.
those pictures?
I feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Hifumi, shut
Okay,
up.
but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Was there supposed to be
Okay,
someone else?
that about does it for the preamble.
No, Monokuma, was there supposed to be someone else?
Started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? But yes, because what the hell is a non-stop debate? I'm just going to continue to roast him a little. Oh good, Makoto deserves it. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another, without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. Oh shit. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the options button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck. Shit, here we go. Make your argument. Into the struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Oh, yes,
we
that's
know that
correct.
part
Thanks.
already. And the murder
Yeah, what you
took
said.
place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Milk is wrong.
That's how I fired the bullet.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
My bad on just wasting my bullets,
struggle?
I think I have it.
Between who and who?
Between Sayaka
wait.
and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
she must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Hifumi, never open your mouth again. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Oh, we know what it was. Makoto. Makoto, we looked into it. We know what it is. Oh my god, I hate it. Make your argument. Kitchen knife.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used
Thanks.
some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
No, you know for a fact.
Kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
You can
And
see
if
it
you
very
look
clearly.
real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well,
Thanks,
we can
girlie.
talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about Nonstop Space. Would you like to... Oh, sure, yeah, cool, thanks. You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay clear attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating this consumes the focus gauge and it's completely empty, so you can't concentrate. Over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Okay, so someone's about to talk really fast, is what the game is telling me. Make your argument.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
This is the only time Makoto has sounded like a real person the whole game. Every other time I've listened to Makoto's voice, he's sounded worse.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. So when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining room? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
He's sounded worse. I'm saying this is the first time where I haven't instantly hated
And
him
at any
talking.
point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay.
The shaking
what about
face.
this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Oh. interesting
So in
additional
other
rule.
words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Tina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Say what? Why didn't you mention
I
her
hate
before?
to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, it doesn't. All it says is that you have to sleep in a dorm room.
We're not
Doesn't have
allowed
be
to
yours.
sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to
Yeah, what
stay in our
Chihiro is saying.
assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Hey, Kiyotaka. Sakura's a woman!
I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Kiyotaka, what
But
the
if it
fuck?
wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah, what Byakuya said. What the what? God, they're all idiots. No,
Well,
sorry,
because-
half of them are idiots.
They're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? What are you
Sayaka.
talking about?
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's
Funny
the
as hell,
only
yeah.
possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Are they all passing out a bunch too, or just Makoto? Just
The person
Makoto.
who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's
Hold
gonna
on.
die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Yet they somehow all seem to be more concussed than a football league. Oh my
Something
lord!
is missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
My trash bin! Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. What the hell is a Hangman's Gambit? The Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, and the letters already known. Shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Just trying to shoot the desired letter. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Oh. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit. What? Oh, hair! No, is it not hair? I did that. Oh, I have to keep shooting.
Now I understand.
I didn't realize I needed to shoot it until it broke.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No.
No.
If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
They did.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
He's too much of a... Reason 1. He's too much of a dumbass to have murdered a
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yeah, so what more is there to learn? From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. Oh. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. I don't like how she keeps saying most bewildering instead of weird. I think it's kind of funny. It's unique. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which responses are actually lies or contradictions. Well then. Non-stop debates! Make your argument! Bathroom door.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
No, it's wrong!
This is the boys' bathroom! There is no lock!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because of
Everyone should have known you
switched.
can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Kyoko, on God, if you're trying to help me not die, can you just tell these people what's up? The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was the crime took place in my...
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's
okay. Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Whoa,
Majority
calm down.
rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh,
and it is?
You.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
No, she's disappointed at
It's
the fucking
fine,
wazoo.
it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so.
it's not.
That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative!
They did not.
If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular, because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... And then Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. I feel like that's right, but hold on. Okay, it's gotta be the...
I got it! Because
I hope that's
Sayaka
right.
was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Disappointment at the wazoo. Trying to argue against me? Yes, bitch, I am. Kingsley, that statement is funny because that hamster does not know his place. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of you switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Oh. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
If I had to draft that guy in real life, I think I'd severely injure him at best. Which one, Makoto or
When I saw that, I
Hifumi?
was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
The pencil shading was a very smart technique, but that
No,
hamster is
I
very
didn't,
annoying. You were correct.
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
And that note... Sayaka
But
wrote
why?
it?
Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Oh, God.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Wow, Celeste.
What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes, that's what we just fucking asked
Very
you,
well then.
Celeste.
Pay attention.
Oh, shit. Okay. on minutes.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words,
I don't know if that's the right
even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Oh. The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is it has to be because of what got switched between me and Sayaka.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note,
What young man
the
could
place they
resist?
were
A
asked
big
to
young man
come
that
to,
knows self-control.
it
Exactly,
specifically
yes.
says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was in.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms. I mean...
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong
She
room.
specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it
What's
was.
the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen.
These trials are
There's
a
something
lot longer
glittery
than I thought
there.
there'd be.
See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. Oh my god, there's more to learn about the non-stop debates? Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the L1 button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the L1 button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the L1 button and use the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well done. Have fun. Make your arguments. Get my set with the sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist!
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
No, that's wrong!
I hope that was correct.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
I forgot about that.
Sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Unless you're a baseball player.
So how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Yeah, her very, very clean hands. The part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use the sword, which part of your body would have to touch it?
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, If you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry,
Toko.
but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Toko, what?
That's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to bathrooms.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh,
These trials are
I
really
didn't
long.
know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my god, what? It's been like 4 days. Yeah, okay, Hifumi's correct for that
You're
response.
no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Damn.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
It's an insult.
Obviously.
Yeah, she hasn't taken a shower in 4 days. It's been 4
So anyway,
days.
if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it!
Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Oh, because it was used to break her wrist. That's why. Like, she was murdered with the knife, but the replica sword was used to break her wrist. That's why I mentioned the glitter.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super You're boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Never look into the eyes of the man you're about to kill.
If we
Jumps
can't
from a sitting
uncover who
position.
murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go. That's just an absolute lie, dude.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the
Kyoko.
killer hidden in there.
It's so annoying that he still hasn't figured out that numbers go Leon upside down and backwards.
Well,
Yeah, it
before
really
we
is.
get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes, because of the blood on her finger. There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh,
Thanks, Kyoko.
yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
these
Leon.
first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
Oh my gosh, they're not numbers?
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Damn, that was rude as hell of him to say to her.
You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it!
So, whose name did she write?
Dear God, guys. Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. Turn her message 180 degrees. It should be crystal clear.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
That was almost like the only part you needed to solve the murder, guys. That was Jesus Christ, that was the only part you needed to solve
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
No, it was still accurate with the goddamn spelling, Makoto. You were just spelling.
What the hell are you
God, I
talking
hate this
about?
guy.
It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it.
I like how you
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Hey, that's the thing I said, like an hour ago.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The shirt. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
I mean, yeah, they kind of painted the wall. I hate his little goatee and the ponytail. My fault.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
All the blood in this game is pink. It's like a censorship thing, I believe.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Junko's blood was also pink.
Are you
when
finally
she died.
starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. That would be the where. Where the shirt was destroyed. If we focus on that, the killer will become clear. Where it was destroyed? You're talking about the trash room incinerator, right? How the fuck's that supposed to make anything clear? Oh, track.
I got it!
Sorry, that how.
If
My
you
bad.
look closely at how the
Wrong
shirt
one.
was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Make your argument.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator
in order to destroy the evidence.
No,
untrue.
Hold on. I think I know how
Sorry, I
someone
like the
could
music in
dispose of
that
the
section.
evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it,
Present the
some kind
ball.
of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way.
I got it!
Heroic.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right!
Yeah.
There's no way! It'd be impossible!
You're literally a baseball
Absolutely.
prodigy.
Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer, because it's the ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious! I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
No, for once he doesn't have any idea how stupid he sounds because he's acting smart. Yeah,
Say what you
yeah,
want,
true.
Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, sure. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the X button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, have fun. Oh, it said like a comic book, but this is definitely a manga. Wrist hit. Her writing. Oh, snap, wait. I missed... Oh, wait. Right. I don't know, can I just remove it? They force the bathroom door open, the only logical way to close the network. Okay, so it is about that. So there's no panel necessary about her dropping the knife. Okay, got it.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
That sounds so silly. You intend to kill someone, they fight back unexpectedly and kill you instead.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it.
Can you imagine being like, yeah, I'm gonna murder this person, and then it's like,
Sayaka
oopsie, they
knew
murdered
about
you?
that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
I enjoyed the detail out in the top right scene a second ago when the door is forced open.
First, they took off their shirt,
detail you're
which was
referring to.
covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball?
Yeah.
You thought of a way to take
I'm
care of
glad you
it.
noticed that too.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
I have the evidence? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? What the hell is a bullet time battle? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the X button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the triangle button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well done.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Sure did. They used something of their own.
I refuse to acknowledge you!
Did it
You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof?
I thought I only had to do it when the statements appeared, but it's the whole time.
It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
I know I had to do that the whole time,
Screws
like
on
the
the
rhythm.
bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean,
Screwdriver.
It had to be a screwdriver, right? Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid! Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Damn, dog, that took really long. That was like an hour and a half of that trial. I didn't know it would be that long. Wow. 78 medals? Is that what that says? What's a mistrial? Trophy
Looks
earned?
like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
I mean, to be fair, like, this is an incredibly short trial compared to what trials are meant to be.
Just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I mean, yeah, but for the game's sake. Yeah, no, for the sake of the game, really long trial. Granted, I was learning a lot of, like, the rules, but they talk for a long time. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
You son of a bitch!
Bitch, what the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
You just killed or be killed.
That's why...
None
of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There's complete chance that I wound up like this.
Unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
Do you expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. It's not that wild of a video, to be fair. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma.
That's enough.
But as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave
Calm
a
down.
bruise. If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Aw, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good whooping. Just barely avoided punishment,
Yes,
you
indeed.
did. Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill him.
That's it?
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to get back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her.
Do you
Am I wrong?
understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unfounded intent to commit murder?
That's why...
No! That's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Swap? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind. Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway.
Chills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
He's got a button, a little hammer. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh my lord. Oh. The 1,000 blows? Oh my god! Saw it. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Did we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upsetting citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit! I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever? What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Chills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised
Listen.
you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that. Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
So...
What? The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her. That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was. She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone, or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic. Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1. To survive. Surviving students? 12. Can't even lie. Him saying the thing... No, but you gotta remember, he didn't just say, I'm psychic and it's funny. That's what Sayaka said all the time. You've received the Despair Bat present. Do you want to save data? Yes. 1 is the loneliest number I've ever Can I just... Wrong button. Can I just... No, wrong button. Can I just... Thank you. Cool. That's where I'm going to leave it off for the night because it's been 3 hours. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this Danganronpa stream. If you liked it, make sure to check out everything that is backlogged over on YouTube. If you follow the Linktree link that is somewhere here on Twitch, it'll take you to all the fun stuff. You know, it'll take you over to the YouTube channel. It'll take you... There are no more social medias. I think I got rid of those buttons, but I actually don't remember. Can I just... No, wrong button. Can I just... Nope, wrong button. Don't make fun of me. But yeah, you can check all that out. You can also catch all of the old streams. They're on here for 2 weeks until Twitch gets rid of them. But all streams go up on YouTube the day after they aired. So thank you guys so much. I've been the Soloist. This has been Danganronpa, and I will see all of you. Specifically not tomorrow, but when I see ya. Bye-bye.